grab your cup. Living life with F&D, we won't give up. Spill your coffee, hey, that's okay. We'll laugh it off and seize the day. Sip happens, but we're alright. With Sarah's mug, we'll win the fight. Science stories, laughs and fun. Morning chats for everyone. So take a sip, don't spill the brew. Join the chat, it's made for you.
I love my song. Don't you? It's a happy song. I need to create another couple songs. I need to create a lot of different songs, especially for art therapy with you guys. Oh boy, what a day. I guess I brought the rain over the weekend. It's raining here, but so if you hear thunderstorm going on, rolling, just ignore it. Anywho, hello, lurker. Welcome to Living Life with F&D. Welcome. So we're rolling on YouTube. Phone died, so I'm not doing TikTok today. I will do that maybe on Wednesday. Then we're on Facebook today as well. So I kind of want to roll with, let's see. I want to start thinking about getting my real estate license. So we're kind of rolling with that idea. As far as driving, I don't know. That still is, and that'll come as it comes. Healthcare, transportation does not help with that frustration, and I think once I am rolling with the dough, breadstick money, Powerball money, whatever you want to call it, it'll roll when it rolls. So, and when I make money, I won't have to worry so much and have anxiety. So I hope you guys can help me with that journey. And I know a lot of you out there who are in real estate. I wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this probably since even before I moved here to this town. And then, there was a kind of a crisis back then. And so I think having my real estate license, I can, move forward a lot quicker than doing massage therapy, be able to, move forward wherever that might be. So hopefully you guys out there in my world. I hope you can encourage me. Um, yeah, there's been a lot of hesitation with transportation. I tried, applying, but I didn't have my license. Um, Still was using the walker, still, dealing with this monkey business of, FND. Um, I think it just uh, will open doors for me in general. Um, Try to refrain from, negative, trying to talk me out of it. I'm thankful for, the handful of people that just like go for it, um, here's, where I studied from, and um, the problem is, money is very tight, and so the ultimate goal is to, disability benefits is not enough to survive, not enough to live on independently. And it's a bazillion years to wait on that. And I just want to free up, I just want to go. I want to, move forward. Yeah, and it has its ups and downs, I'm sure, like any job, any career. Massage has its ups and downs and turns and craziness. And so I just, and limitations and yada, yada, yada. Anywho, I'm not saying that I'm done with massage. I want to be able to, do both, venture back into massage with this, help people with FND. I think it'll open doors, let's say somebody, hey, I saw you on YouTube, or my family member has FND and they want to live independently as possible, and I could just crack that door open after me losing, my apartment, and and then I know people here in my town that can just, hey, I've got so and so looking for, an apartment, um, or housing. It could also crack open doors for me to be the go-to person. Hey, is this accessible, enough? Um, that cracks doors open. And then where else? Oh, I'm not, is this, business, accessible? You know, like I follow Molly Burke on YouTube, who is blind. I have my best friend, who I consider my sister, from another mother who is also blind. I've done a lot of work for her, online, making sure her website is, somewhat accessible. And that has helped me open doors up and, okay, I need to do this X, Y, and Z, for my business and online. And so that, you know, helps. And then I was able to do, some oddball things for her, checking other websites and, yada, yada, yada. So thank you for opening that door up. And then what else? So like Molly Burke, she opened my eyes up to like bathrooms. Like bathrooms and businesses need to be kind of somewhat the same toilet paper on, the left side, doors, need to be flipped open the same direction, just the design of it. And then she also opened up my eyes to, on the outside of the door, has to have like the design, like textile design of the bathroom. So she can figure out, she doesn't have to have somebody her partner go sneak in the women's bathroom and, hey, this and that and the other, especially if there is no family-oriented bathroom available where her partner can go in and assist and whatever, which are all, very important to the blind community. And then, and disability, and, and then if there is, a bigger stall, she can take her, guide dog in there, and then, so anywho, so that is my perspective on that. I think I just would be a good person to go to person and for that. And I don't know. I kind of want to do that. And I think also I kind of want to move for a little bit, get out of Lafayette, and kind of go from there. Yeah, so anywho, take a break from, this town. Anywho, but then that also requires knowing transportation. And wherever I go, maybe just at least do some traveling, and that brings in a whole new element of stress and all sorts of stuff with F&D. because FND is actually more rare than Parkinson's and MS. And I probably need to just go to my doctor and be like, or somebody to wipe out FND in general and just, say I have Parkinson's, because it does look like Parkinson's or PTSD. Leave it at that, because healthcare just does not know about, unless you're family that has dealt with, me or somebody that has FND. I'm not saying, do it, because, it's the healthcare insurance that don't really know about this disorder. It's that rare. Only according to the University of Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, 300,000 people versus Parkinson's and MS. I don't remember CRPS. Anyways, Parkinson's and MS each have 1 million people that kind of suffer from whatever. And like today, I go to the chiropractor weekly. I don't know what I would do without these chiropractors, just to manipulate and keep me in line. But because healthcare, okay, so we've got neurologists that they claim to know about FND, and they claim that FND is common as a migraine. So okay, but with FND, there is a comorbidity of non-epileptic seizures, also called pseudo seizures, or the psychogenic seizures. I think pseudo and psychogenic need to be removed in both neurology and mental health. Okay, those two terms kind of give the ammo that it's all in your head. Then it gives the that it's all in your head, so you need to go over here to talk to psych. But then psych can't really, yeah, they give medication for psych that is anti-seizure medication, but oh my goodness. And then if you have a diagnosis of seizures, psych can't really manage your medications if it's for seizures. They can only do it for psych. So then I don't honestly think that psych helps with, this is not a behavioral thing. I honestly think that this is, stems from an accident. Something happened here in my neck when I fell. And then what happens is in a concussion, your brain swishes and then it pulls back. And now all the chemicals in your brain, I'm trying to talk in layman's terms because I know for a fact that my family member is watching right now. And so, welcome, Yvonne. All right. I'll read that in just a minute. My mind's going, so I apologize. I am gonna derail. So then a lot from what I researched a bazillion years ago, 2 years ago, before all this happened, is calcium and everything gets jarred, basically, in layman's terms. Goes haywire. And then so then it can take, months, several months, and I should have known. I should have, could have, would have called the ambulance and made a whole big, huge scene. I should have done that, not brushing it off. Being a medical massage technician, yeah, I can tell my patients, call the ambulance, make a bigger scene, but for myself, worst critic, worst patient ever. So I think that could have prevented a lot of stuff, but I did contact an injury attorney. He didn't seem like it was worth, pursuing, at least a tort case. Should have gotten a second opinion on that. But anyways, back to the neurologist. So we go on the merry-go-round of healthcare. Then I think pseudo seizures and the pseudo and then all this psychiatric jargon needs to go bye-bye, like, and just straight up non-epileptic seizures. It's non-structural. It is not a behavioral thing. I honestly don't think people understand that you cannot fake a seizure, whether it's, structural or the non-epileptic. Your brain is going on a misfire, and then I half wonder if everybody who has FND or any seizure disorder, I think you need to do a workup. I'm talking getting the mouth swab, seeing if you have any genetic mutation of some sort, especially with FND. Then not getting blood work for general lab work. I think you need to have a specialist, internalist, somebody that really knows FND. I want to know about it. Please email me. I want to hear your story. I want to hear whatever. So, and do not let just a random tech call you, oh, your lab work came out, you're fine. I think somebody needs to actually read your results, knows how to read in between the lines of your lab work. Be like, okay, you're deficient in, like, for me, B12, which I'm finding B12 is a common thing now. Analytics. Thank you, analytics. You're making life a little bit easier. But if you could give me information before, I spend more time investing, that would be great. Anyways, so I'm finding more people are showing up that have FND, have Parkinson's. I'm not sure about MS, that have B12 or deficient in something or another. This is now starting to pop up through groups and stuff. So, and then having somebody that I know personally that has Parkinson's, they're getting B12 shots, and what else? They're getting better care with their Parkinson's diagnosis. And like I always say, if I have this stupid FND label deleted off my report, I'll still say that I have FND. I will still advocate for you out there. I believe you as a healthcare professional, doing massage therapy for 20 years. If I had somebody, I wish I could clone myself right now to provide, the care that I need. And that's why I need to get out of my town, get out of here, find providers that, understand this, or should have, but it is what it is. And I'm probably rambling on. Okay, back to Yvonne. I'm sure there is more that I wanted to talk about for that rant, but it'll come and go. Derail. It took 3 years. This is what Yvonne. It took 3 years. Had to go out of state to get a neurologist to get tested. I know, and then she said, I know of 3 states that have neurologists that test for all symptoms. They don't look at your previous diagnosis. Okay. Feel free to email me with those 3 states. Anything helps. So, anywho, let's see here. I've been rambling on for 30 minutes. If you can do me a favor, we are up to 110 subscribers. 110. Let's get up to 120. So, if you can, this direction, I think it's over here. And then on a TV, I think if you pop it up and hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, like, I don't know. Give it a thumbs up. Where's my thumbs up? Doodad. Anyways, I think it's maybe this one. There we go. If you can give it a thumbs up. And make a comment. Chat. YouTube is a-hole. So, YouTube is changing. So, interaction is very important for growth. Making a comment down below after today. And then share. Share this with, loved ones. It doesn't matter if you have a disability or not. Please share. This is for everybody. And especially if you have FND, I'd be interested, and maybe I'm gonna get a Google Voice number and maybe give you some time to shine your light, your story, and maybe if you do have FND or seizures, feel free to send me an intro. You can do it either way, vertical or horizontal video. And that might help, shed some light on FND. And also, you can make an outro video where you give some positivity, because I know FND is hard, or any disability. Doesn't have to necessarily be just strictly FND or seizures or whatever. Just give some light, to help us get through this. Life is hard. I don't know where. Yeah, this is my Mala. This is a fidget thingy. Yeah. I love it. I can't seem to take it off. So, anywho, welcome. I see somebody else is lurking here. So welcome to Living Life with FNT. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, go fetch some stuff, and I will be right back. Let me play some music for you.
Woke up slow like a sleepy sloth. My body's heavy but I shake it off. Riding these waves, yeah, they knock me down, but I'm still here, won't let it drown me. They said it's all in my head, but I know my truth instead. Gaslit, mistreated, neglected, yet another quack playing power games. Fuck them, yet I rise with every time. I'm surfing life with F&D. Might fall, but I get back on my feet. Consistency and resilience, stronger now. The difference, yeah, I fight through the pain like sunshine after the rain. Coffee chats with Sarah keep me sane, finding joy beyond the pain. Been through fire, yeah, I know the cost, but I ain't broken, just transformed, not lost. Seasoned, but I'm still aware, don't touch me, just leave me there, please. I know my body, let me be, please. Just ride the wave, then I'll break free. That sleepy slow's got coffee now. Zippy energy, look at me now. Through the fog, through the fight, still standing tall, still shining bright. I'm surfing life with F&D. Might fall, but I get back on my feet. Consistency and resilience, stronger now. I feel the difference, yeah. I fight through the pain like sunshine after the rain. Yeah, like sunshine after the rain. Coffee chats with Sarah keep me sane, finding joy beyond the pain. Been through fire, yeah, I know the cost, but I ain't broken, just transformed, not lost. Yeah, I fight through the pain. I'm seasoned, but I'm still aware. Don't touch me, just leave me there, please. I know my body, let me be, please. Just ride the wave, then I'll break free. Then I'll break free. That sleepy sloth got coffee now. Zippy energy, look at me now. Through the fog, through the fight, still standing tall, still shining bright.
Hey guys, I'm back. Yay! Anyways, So I don't have a membership. I don't, recommend, getting it on Walmart, but got that all fixed. Or going cheap. But AG1, this has comprehensive, convenient daily nutrition with 75 vitamins and minerals, whole food, ingredients just made for everybody. So yes, it is a green, gross powder, green drink. That's why you drink it in one of these. But this goes back to getting tested for B vitamin deficiencies. I didn't want to restrict myself to the shots quite yet. I wanted to, try something before I did that. That way, if I am deficient in any other stuff, because, lab work, we're going to restrict to, just B vitamin, Anyways, I wanted to give this a shot. I've been wanting to try it since I've seen other YouTubers. Please get your membership. Go through the AG1 website, and it is $79. Even if I was an affiliate, that apparently is the best rate. I tried, seeing if I could use another YouTuber's, discount code, and they said no. So $79, you can't beat that. And it just tastes like a very, very diluted lemonade. It's got kind of a minty lemonade taste to it. But it's very, very, very diluted. So it almost tastes like water. It's not gritty. This is 20-ounce water bottle. So it doesn't have that gritty, nasty taste. So I think I've noticed just maybe a smidge difference in my energy. So I don't know. And it's too early to tell. I've been taking this for about a week. And I eat just normal diet, so I can't really say much on my energy, but I will let you know once I'm done with this. Maybe I need to change my diet and just eat a little bit more healthier, but you can only do that so much. So, and I eat pretty healthy. I probably once a week, maybe every other week, and do fast food or whatever once a month. So yeah, so anywho, the other thing is cryoderm. Cryoderm is the bomb. This is the cream. It has a little capsule in it, which is a heating element, but I use this with gua shaing. This is my gua sha tool. And gua sha helps with any trigger points, gets any of that scar tissue to so I like doing gua sha. It helps, especially if you sit and you lay a lot. You can get a lot of trigger points in your quads and in your IT band, which impacts your low back. If you have low back pain, you most likely you will have trigger points in your quads. So if you can massage that or do gua sha on your quads and IT band, that will impact your low back pain or glute piriformis pain. So it is all connected. And then they have cryoderm. Cryoderm is one of my top second favorite. I have another product that I can't show you. But for you guys, if you're interested, if you send me your address, I will give you a little painting and a little bit of cryoderm. So if you send coffee money, I will send you one of these. This is good for headaches and migraines. So you can spray it in your hair. As you can see, I am trying a different product, which is, hello, Squid. Yay, Squid is in the house. We're going to give you a thumbs up. Sorry, Yvonne. I'll give you a thumbs up, too. And then, of course, it didn't work. Anyways, $20 if you're interested. Coffee money. I'll trade you coffee money for one of these. Good deal. Good deal. But I will. Well, if you send me your address, little Missy, with headaches, or get you some of these, get you some of this beautiful stuff. This is actually better than BioFreeze, to my professional and personal opinion. I suffered from migraines when I was a little wee kid, high school, I wish I had this in high school when I had migraine issues. So yeah, you can get yourself, if you have your, it's better than BioFreeze. BioFreeze has aloe. BioFreeze has blue something other, which I'm allergic to, and then not blue number 4 or number 1 or something like that. Anyways, this has 9 ingredients. This has ilex. This has boswellia, arnica. So this is a lot better. This is the aerosol on BioFreeze. I think that is only like 5.3. You'll have to look at the bottle. I don't think it's any more than 7 or 10%, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I looked at the back of a bottle of BioFreeze, but I have better results with this, professionally and personally. So get you some. And if your professional licensing is still active, you can probably get it a little bit cheaper. Creditor. Anyways, that is my take on biofreeze, cryoderm. It's a personal preference. I understand professional for you and I. So I understand that. And this is also 10% menthol. So a little bit stronger. You know, each to their own. Yeah, just private message me. I can help you out. After all, you've done a lot for me, so I'll get you one way or another. Hello, somebody else is lurking. Oh, okie dokie. Anyways, what else am I doing? I got derailed. Imagine that. Squid gets in the house and we go derail. We love ya. Look what I got. I know it's empty, doesn't have a painting in it, but my dad made these frames for me. He made about 3 of them and then the small one to kind of show off. So thank you, Dad, for making these. It only took probably a year to get them and then 2 months to get them and a broken one in the mail. He did one and then it broke in in the mail. But he added these doodads to make it a little bit stronger. So, and sent me a bunch of tools to, put these little doodads in there. So thank you, a bazillion. I don't know. Dads are great. Especially a dad, the jack of all trades. So thank you. If you're interested in a painting with the custom, I do a lot of 3D art. That's why it's so thick. If you're interested, let me know. The starting rate for paintings is $189. That's a 16 by 20. It's usually just 2D artwork. Then it goes up from there. I'm not sure how much I want to charge for the custom frames yet. Probably almost $250, $249, $299, probably $299, because it takes forever. So, and I want to at least compensate my dad. I know I don't have to because he's my dad, but thank you, Squid. Love ya. Oh, so probably $299 if you have 3D type artwork done. Unframed, obviously, it'll be a little bit cheaper. So, anyways, and this is to do the doodads, and I was like playing around before I shoot some of these little downs here. Little dangerous with this thing. So this is going back on the shelf. But I was kind of having a little bit of too much fun. They don't go very far. There's nobody around. So. All right. Yes. Let's get me to 150. Let's get me to 1,000. Come on. Come on, everybody. Anywho, hopefully I will start doing some exercise. I might have to do some rearranging. My roommate today was like, "Are you rearranging?" No, just I'm always rearranging. Don't you know me by now? Yeah, I need to do a rearranging again and put stuff in storage a little bit better, compact it a little bit better. And probably I'm going to set up the massage table, and we're going to maybe have my roommate put her to work. Do a little bit of pre-recording exercises that you can do for F&D or in general that I find or found effective. Yay! Who else is in here? Flash fan, I haven't seen you for... I'm looking out for you. I haven't seen you for a while. Busy, busy, busy. Oh, I know what I need to talk about. Transportation. Insurance. Transportation. You are driving me insane. Like, I literally recorded myself crying. I'll probably show it tomorrow or Wednesday. No worries, Flash fan. Whenever you can watch me replay, like, share the love. And I've been doing different times anyways, so. Yeah, I can tell it's been raining because my head, speaking of which, I should spray this in my hair. You guys think I'm a nut? Just go ahead and say I'm a nut. Anyways. Transportation. It shouldn't be a second thought. It shouldn't be this frustrating. And if Megan Fox, if you are ever watching my channel someday, you have everything emailed to you. You have my permission to, about transportation. If you know Megan Fox and have talked to her, they need to be busted, and I don't want to say their name because I don't want to get screwed, but Megan can do it for me, third party. I'm so over it. Like, yes, it is a Monday. Yes, everybody's struggling, but this broker needs to stop blaming the vendor and they need to. Thank you, Speed. Derail. Yeah, I'm just thinking like people with disabilities and especially senior citizens that, might rely on this transportation. Heck, somebody that, that might have dementia, they're not going to be able to sit for an hour, or they might dissociate so bad that I'm just, or, oh, I'm breathing. This is like, it's been a 2-year issue with transportation. I want to make it better. I want this company, okay, I don't know. It's out of my hands. I've done my part. I've sent letters. I've sent complaints every time it happens. I secretly talk to I kind of know the vendors now, and avoid the broker as much as humanly possible for my sanity and the vendor's sanity. Sorry. But then it also is a disaster, especially for an independent, provider that has one or two or is independent, who, kind of has to follow, the rules with insurance. So after 15 minutes, the patient is late, they can't see it and then see them and then they don't get paid. It's just a domino effect of it affects everybody. And it's frustrating. And then, it's also this vendor is a small company and it's Christian based, and then also, it's my preferred provider. They take care of me. They know me not by name. They kind of know that I have this issue and might need assistance regardless of whatever, and so you build, that rep, and you kind of take care of them, and then they take care of you, and the circle goes around. You like, you trust, and anyways, that's my rant on that. Like, and I shouldn't have to call a company. They claim that, they use Lyft as a last resort, yet they don't use them. And then the patient or, the writer is late for their appointment because they have to, call this company, this vendor, several times. Heck, the vendor might have had an accident, or, or got pulled over, or whatever the reason, or overslept, or, whatever. And there's only a handful versus Lyft. I just would like for the company to say, okay, no problem. We can't get a hold of the, vendor. We're just going to put you with Lyft if that is still okay. I say, yes, okay, we'll have a ride for you in, 10 minutes tops, because there's bazillion Lyft drivers. Okay. Message my, provider. I'm going to be, X amount of time late. And then, instead it's 3 calls later, 90 minutes later, and I have to, ultimately cancel the appointment, because then I got other shit to do, and I've got, the provider has other patients, and yeah, so, and they treat it, this broker treats it, like this is a big, huge, 1,000, bed, corporation. Oh, this is independent contractors and, one man, providers. It's just ridiculous. And I don't think this broker knows the layout of Lafayette. So, yeah. Anywho, I want to get back into massage. Oh, now that I think it's raining. This rain is making my head hurt. Anywho. I think that's pretty much calls it. So if you guys are interested, shoot me an email. Let's make some intros and outros, maybe intermission. Probably no more than 60 seconds. If it's a little bit longer, I understand all that, because I talk too slow. And feel free, when you watch my videos, you can put me on speed, make me talk a little bit faster. Let's have everybody do that. Then that'll fix my, slow speech issues. I think I blame it on my parents moving me down south. I think that didn't help. That didn't help me at all. Then you get the Hoosier, aspect. We're kind of sleepy talkers too. So anywho, well, it was nice to chat with you guys. I hope you guys are doing well out there. And let's get me to 150 subscribers. I don't know what I would do without you, Squid. You have made this possible. And then legal vices helped with that. MG Law, especially Valhalla. He's my go for it, goat man. Just do it. Shizzy, thank you. Mo. Who else? Flash fan. Wherever you are busy. Danny. DUI guy. Megan Fox, of course. WTH. I hope things get better with them. Who else? The expert in your ADHD. And if I'm missing anybody, Yvonne, thank you for being here again. Your loyalty means everything. And then all the other YouTubers that I lurk and watch, and I think, oh my gosh, I watched him early days of Abandoned Places, and his channel is just manifest greatly. Oh, Mo Sargi. I love Mo Sargi. And then Dr. Joseph, if you ever watch my channel, I highly recommend watching his stuff. And then the Gaslight podcast, The Truth podcast. Terralyn and Jen, thank you so much for having me on your channel and telling my story. I just, and think I've really have grown, and then also I've seen a change, and I'm so glad that I've done this. Because it helps me to, okay, I'm moving forward, and life will get better. Hopefully I can get real estate license, for the funds to do it. I did do unclaimed money this morning. So there's enough money out there that I haven't claimed, that I could use that to get my real estate license. So gonna do that maybe, and then so hopefully this opens doors. Oh, and then if you are having trouble sleeping, please listen to Glenn Harold. He's a hypnotherapist. I've been following him probably since they were on CDs, and probably even earlier. I think he was doing tapes at that point. But I've been following him for years, where you had to pay to, listen to his, little clips. So I highly recommend him as well. And then I am now venturing into Wim Hof. Oh, and Glenn Harold has 2 N's and then Harold with 2 R's. So hopefully that helps you to search for him. I will post it later in the video down below. And then I will talk a little bit more about Wim Hof on Wednesday. I might come on tomorrow. I'm making it now that I have the annual membership. Now I will be able to get on here, as much as I humanly possibly can. And there goes my brain. So that is so weird. It's showing I've been on here longer than that. Anyways, derail. So we're going to talk about breathing exercises, cold therapy. I highly suggest, cold therapy, cryotherapy, whatever you want to call it. It's helped me, especially with the PTSD, dissociation from the trauma, from healthcare, all that. So we'll venture into that either tomorrow or Wednesday. And like all my videos, we derail, we change things up, and that is okay. And if there is any other topics that you would like to for me to talk about, feel free to chat, comment down below. Later, let me know. Please let me know that you stopped by, say hello. And if I see you in chat, I will, give you extra love and care. Because I do notice those things. And then on Wednesday, we'll talk about a new topic about, and I'm sure, did I talk about this all? Highly sensitive person. It's not a disorder. It's just what you're born naturally gifted with. We'll chat about that on Wednesday too, maybe. Like I said, I changed my mind on everything. And if you think my idea about calling in, I got kind of that idea from watching Megan Fox with my own little twist. I don't know if I want to make it like, hey, do 20 minutes or, give you like 5 minutes or a minute to, say your piece or whatever. I don't know. We will venture into that together when the time is right. So we'll just do outros and intros, intermissions first. Give that a whirl. And have fun with that. You don't really have to show your face either. You can make a video and little video or something. That's kind of why I want to do the call in. You don't have to show your face, but share your love. Shed some light on F&D. That way we can protect your privacy and all that jazz, because that is important to me. I think that's all that I have today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Sorry for the derail there. Alrighty, lurkers, slothy lurkers. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you maybe tomorrow. Bye.
Well, that's a wrap. The coffee's done, but our fight's just begun. We power strong like warriors do, living life with F&D and you. Sip happens, but we'll survive. With serious chats, we'll always thrive. Stay fit, stay bold, keep pushing through. The next show's coming just for you. Remember, warriors, coffee fuels the soul, but your strength powers the fight.